Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so Tuesday, 17th of June, and we as always with the TMX webinars with the information about our TG event, which is still going, which is still growing, guys, and you just seen that, the new partner just bought 8 Ethereums, that's the pretty great that we understand that people just really see the potential, with the TMX, and that's 100% the fact, guys, that we have the real solution for the so many people who just searching to be with the real product, and that product of course right here. Plus guys, the market right now is shaky, so Brian will gonna provide some more information about that because he already experienced it, in the trading, in that stuff. So that's the really great. And of course we're gonna speak today more about the TGE because just the 14 days, guys, 2 weeks left, so don't miss out because these 2 weeks is gonna be the last time, the last days when you can buy by the best price. So don't miss out, because we're buying ourselves, and guys, of course we suggest to do the same. Brian, if you're ready, you can take it away.
All right, what's up, everybody? So, just to give you a little bit technical analysis on the market right now as well, because to me, it's prime time buying Ethereum time, if you know what I mean. Because the whole market is literally manipulated because of X and Trump. Technical analysis, you can basically throw that out the window. When Trump literally goes and say, "Hey, there's no war," completely between Iran and Israel, everything will start shooting straight up. You'll see a mega pump and even into the Fed news tomorrow. So, but right now, with Trump going, "Hey, there's no war. All right, never mind. Sent 500 jets over there. Like crap is crazy." So you saw major manipulation yesterday where the market just slowly went up all day long, and then you're just kind of waiting for that to shoot it, and then it went straight down, and that's where we're at right now. But I want to show you a little bit here. So we come in. This is the total crypto market. Literally, right now I'm on the four. Let me. I have to pin my picture real quick. Pin here, minus that. Get all this stuff out of the way. Okay. So move this to the bottom. I wish Zoom had a feature to just make it clean, right? That'd make life a little bit easier. So here's the total crypto market. This is a 4 hour candle. Each candle, which I mean little bar, right, is 4 hours, right? You can change this to days. This is Trading View. So download Trading View. You can download the app. You can download it to your computer. You don't have to pay money to see it. And you can add your favorite tokens over here to the right to be able to keep up with them. I had a bunch of my favorite tokens on here and I just keep up with them. So this is a 4 hour window. You can see you can go to 1 minute window. This is each one of these little candles is a minute, right? Let's go to the day candle though. So today is Tuesday. Look at the market today. Went from 3.31 trillion already down to 3.18. You can see it's like at a very low down here compared to all this. So I could flag this out, and to me, this is a bull flag because it's moving up. And if you want to take the measured movement, you would go from like right here to right here, and you would flag it out. And I'll show you that on Ethereum though. But yesterday, you can see where it went up all day yesterday, and then bam, shot down to here, and then the new day started last night at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and has went straight down from there. So now if we go to Ethereum, and this is something that I've showed you guys, a lot of you on here probably remember this. This is that 4 hour window on Ethereum. I made like a little bull flag on the resistance level right here. Bang, it broke that, has went up. So this little bar right here is that measured movement from here to there. Like it's kind of in the middle of it. So you take that, you move it up here, and then you put a little flag on top here and a flag on the bottom levels here. So right now we're at the very bottom of this flag. I mean, obviously I can move this flag around a little bit, but I'm kind of going off of the bottom, not the wicks. I'm going off the main candle part. I don't care about the wick. So kind of looking for this to wick straight down, come down, and then you'll see that wick back up. But when this will wick down, I mean, it's buying time. If you guys got USDT sitting there, right now is a good time. I've talked to Jake. He's like a good spot would be 24.50, 24.40, which we're right there at 24.58. to do it this way as well. So, I mean, we're not going to see this long because as soon as the news changes and then the Fed news comes out tomorrow, I don't see how this is going to go much lower, especially it's been pretty good because you see Bitcoin almost looks identical. It's holding pretty good for the big dump. You see these alts, they've been wrecked, big wrecked, bam, different alts, they get wrecked pretty good. You can see what happened there. You see this one made major pump, oh 03 all the way up to 34 cents. But Ethereum's our token. We're paired to Ethereum until we launch. Then TMX is its own token, right? So that's just something thought was pretty cool. One other thing I want to show you before we do that, let me remove my pen really quick. So hold on. Where are we? Sorry, give me a minute. Okay, so right here. All right. Nope, not that. That's lame. All right. So now we go into, kind of like spot. Later on, we will have our own exchange. We'll be on weeks as well. So here you can see there's just tons of selling, tons of buying going on, and it looks like it's just going to go down. Like it's insane. It could pump up a minute, do a little hook, and then shoot straight down. So with that, you can go in and put a buy limit. So I put a buy limit, you'd put a limit right here, you put the price you want to buy it at and how much you want to do it, right? And then when it drops down to that position, it hits it, you bought crypto. You bought that token that you're looking to buy. If you want to sell it, you can put a limit to sell it too. You can hit market and sell it exactly what it's at right now too. But sometimes to do a little analysis and look over here, I would put a buy in anywhere between 24.54 and 24.38. And it dips down, hits it, it buys it, and then hopefully if it breaks that, look, we're going down to maybe 23, 85. And if it breaks that, you come over here, 20 keeps going down, keeps going down. And if it breaks that, we'd have to go way over to the left, and that's around 21. So you never know where you're at, but this is how spot works. This is what you'll do if you use weeks. This is actually MEXC, but they're similar. But if you use weeks and you want to spot sell or spot buy, this is what you do. So you type in TMX, you put a limit on a sell, and you put, I don't know, $10. Say the token launches at $3, and it goes up to $10, and whatever amount you have, it sells and goes to USDT. So that's how that works on that. Just a little talking about that. And it's literally just having the USDT into the exchange or the TMX and then having it set on buy and sell. And this is stuff we will be teaching you guys, okay, along the way. So, second off, our Twitter page, refresh it. We got like 9,000 people on there working for marketing styles there to get more and more people on there as well. So, that way it looks better for all exchanges. Literally, Twitter accounts and Telegram accounts or Discords and all that crap is only wanted by exchanges, like other programs that you've been a part of or I've been a part of. If you've followed me and went through anything like, hey, well, there's a new blockchain node company brand to launch that. Cool. What do you need? Wallet holders, obviously liquidity, Telegram, Discord, and Twitter, and they need a lot of people in there, and they need a lot of engagement to get listed on exchanges. So anything that you guys and all of us here can do to help get that is like send out the links to those Twitters and say, hey, I don't even care if you want to be a part of this program. If you have a Twitter account, just or X account, just follow us. Follow us. Go like, heart, or whatever the heck we do on X. I'm learning as well. I've been so detached from that, but just go do something, and we're getting Tim's gonna start posting some stuff on there. We'll get some more stuff on there, maybe put crypto news on there, not just TMX only, but that helps out the total community by getting more people on the X account. So what I would do is I would take those links that Tim drops in the chat of the Twitter page or even the Telegram chat and just invite people to it. Save it in your notes in your phone so you have easy access. And right above it, hey, if you can, go like our Twitter page, our X page, sorry. Or hey, go join our Telegram group just to help our community out. not trying to sell you anything. You know, like just join our community. You'll love it. We're gonna have tons of education going on. Imagine when we get the exchange. People are gonna join on these Zooms and they're gonna get taught how to trade, how to spot trade, what trading is, how to move the money around, when to sell, how to add it to liquidity to make money, how to keep it in the token, when the times are to buy, when the times are to sell. So, I mean, that's all this community is going to be about is teaching people how to make money. And we got Jake's advice, which I talk to him all the time, and the guy is brilliant. He's just like, no, no, do this. What are you talking about? You know, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'd overthink it. You know, so and our YouTube page is another one too. Just getting more people on YouTube, having them subscribe. That's awesome. If not, subscribe yourself. So that's something that just helps the community out. So now going to the rest and kind of do like a little overview. So if you're new, if you're not even new, read this page a bunch. You know, I mean, because what TMX is, it's not just a token. It's a utility token for an exchange. We have something really special with this token, yes, but what's really special is the exchange. Everybody that I know that I've brought into this, like my buddy just put 8 Ethereum in, and he's like, I just want passive income for as long as I could possibly make it. And it's like, well, once this exchange is launched, one thing you got to know is it's all on smart contracts. That right there being audited, that stops any ability to any hackers hacking into anything or anything. And sorry, I got squirrel syndrome. But one thing I want to talk about too, which I thought was really cool, is David sent me this cool app a while back that I use all the time to ask questions to. It's my new Google. It's chat, and on your phone, go to your app store and type in chat on AI, right? And right in there, you can, and I asked it some crazy cool questions just to see what it thought. You know, I was asking it, you know, what's the difference between a decentralized exchange and a centralized exchange? You know, what could be the benefits of a decentralized exchange to a non, you know, a centralized exchange? And you're going to love the answers because every single thing is like, holy crap, why are we even using centralized exchanges? Because you're literally just giving them your money to screw up with it. And like the ones that get hacked, or what was it? Sam Friedman, crazy dude, FTX or whatever. They manipulated a bunch of celebrities, got them to put their money in the exchange. All the guy did was rob all their money. Well, it's not ran on smart contracts. It's literally ran by a team that is just going to steal your money. That's the way I looked at FTX. Not saying Coinbase is going to do that or crypto.com, but if you send your money there, how many people have sent money to Coinbase and you got to wait 2 weeks or a week to get your money out? That sucks. It's my money. Give it to me. Well, they hold it. That's just what they do. They want you to lose it on their exchange somehow, right? And then same thing with the banks. You put money in a bank, it's their money. You put money into your wallet and trust wallet. Right now, I put $100,000 there, and David's like, I need 100 grand. I can send it to him, no questions asked. I put it into TMX exchange. I stake it in liquidity. I'm going to make percentages from 24 hours of any trading fees right to my in exchange, and I will hit a claim button and you get paid in USDT. There also will be a certain tokenomics part to that where you make extra TMX tokens for having liquidity staked as well. So, and if I want my 100 grand, I just click a couple more buttons and it goes back to my wallet. It's that simple. So you can do that with Bitcoin, Ethereum, on all stable coins. I don't know about XRP, so don't ask me that one. You know, and so what we have with TMX, it's a decentralized exchange. It runs on all smart contracts. We're taking the same smart contracts with a couple tweaks because we've walked through everything with our community, and our community is like, hey, all the private sale tokens we bought, can we put them in instantly on the exchange? And we're like, that's not how it was built. But Jake's like, let me talk to the development team, which is like 30 people. And they said, yes, we can do that. Give us some time and then we'll audit it. So it's a decentralized exchange for futures trading on layer 2 Ethereum. What does that mean? Sounds crazy, right? Well, it's a leverage ex trading exchange. You can leverage money that the exchange has. So if you're adding liquidity to the exchange as a liquidity provider, and I go and trade, and I win or I lose, I still pay a fee. You as a liquidity provider will make 50% of that fee. You as a token staker make 20% of that, right? Of a trading fee. Well, if I win, cool. I'm probably going to keep it there and keep trading until I honestly lose it. 95% of traders that do this futures trading, what I just said, lose. I'm one of them. I've won, I win, I pull money out. I'm like, all right, now I'm playing with house money, and then I lose. It's just, you just can't beat these markets. It's one thing, like, how do you beat when a market drops 25% in one day? You can't be ready for something like that. It's almost impossible. So what we have is something that is generating thousands upon millions, if not billions of dollars for exchanges. But we will have it in a decentralized exchange that we as a community here are ownership of. Because once this thing launches, all the smart contracts launch, they've been audited, re-audited, all the money gets put into everybody's wallets and put into the exchange, it's up and running, and there's nothing that can mess with it. Nothing. So also, some features that we have, and Jake's a trader. He's been a trader for 10 years. So he's making this as user-friendly for trading as possible, and that's what traders love. The first thing I do when I jump on a thing on an exchange is if it's not easy to trade, I just delete the app or delete the account and I go join another one. There's so many out there. Only problem is all the ones that I've joined are all centralized exchanges like Weeks or MEXC. Sometimes it works great, but if I'm not on a VPN in the United States, they'll instantly a thing comes across says that you're not allowed to use this in this country. And then I have to literally talk to support to get my money out of there, right? With TMX, you just click a couple buttons and you can use it anywhere in the world, right? So Jake's also put some advanced trading bots, which is a dollar cost average bot, which is called a DCA bot, and a grid bot. This is something that you would go in, you'd put your money into it, and then you just click go. And then it literally does it. Jake and the development team will basically manage the bots. You don't have to manage your own bots. I don't believe. I'm not a bot person, but some people are and they love the bots. I say, use a bot until you make your money that you invested into it and get your money that you invested into it and let it run with house money, right? So also what is really attractive to a new exchange, which will be attractive to anybody that wants to trade on TMX, is early investor rewards. You will get airdrops, incentives, and that literally will range between, earning TMX, earning USDT, having challenges, like playing a gamified system while trading on the exchange. If you ever made an account with MEXC or Weeks, the first thing they're doing is like, hey, new spins, 30 days of making so much extra money by being a part of this and trading on our exchange. So same thing here with even early investors for just people putting in liquidity, you get incentives as well too. So that's pretty cool. But what this Zoom is about, what we built this whole thing about is about passive income. So it's not only just a pump, like let's just get this token, let's pump it up and sell it. No, it's not about that. But yeah, if the token launches $2, $4 or whatever, and it goes to 10 and you want to sell it, you can, especially if you buy it in the TGE part right now. The cool part about that is you also have an ability to earn passive income from that sell. Well, how do you do that? You would roll that money in USDT that you just got from the TMX token that launched and went up to $10 and you sold it and you're like, all right, now I got, I don't know, let's just say I got $50,000. This is crazy. How do I earn money on that? Well, you add it into the liquidity provision. Now you're considered a liquidity provider. And this is something that's going to range between 200 and 500% a year on whatever you have invested into the exchange. And this is something you have access to anytime that you want to withdraw it. If you want to add more, go ahead. You can compound what you're earning right back into it as well. Jake took $10,000 in GMX when it launched the pre-sale. He turned that into almost $300,000 by literally just taking that money, rolling it into liquidity because you get paid so much more. So you get paid 50% of the fees being a liquidity provider, right? Is that better than being a token staker? I don't know. Personally, I would like to stake mine in tokens. And this is why, because if I stake my token, my TMX token right now that I got, or even the pre-sale, private sale, TGE sale, I don't even care. the token is going to rise, right? And the token will rise in value, which obviously then if you got staking, you're making 20% of the fees. Those 20% of the fees will come to you in USDT, a little bit in TMX. You can take that USDT and roll it into the liquidity part. Constantly roll it in there, constantly roll it in there. And if you were on the chart yesterday where Jake was talking about the Sui coin and how that launched, the little dinosaur, and then it never went back down there and that whoop, whipped way up there. Yes, you can sell some of those tokens later on, but in the time frame, the next, let's just say 6 months to 2 years, you're staking it and you're earning passive USDT, and then you're saying, all right, this is great. I want to turn it into more money. You're adding it into the liquidity provision, LP. You're an LP provider, liquidity provider. And then you're making 50% fees on the liquidity and 20% fees on the token. But the token has potential to go up to $100, if not more, in time. Imagine holding on to this token from $2 to 100, or if you're a private sale person, 50 cents to 100. That's, I mean, that's life changing. And the hardest part about holding on to something that long is not making money on it. Oh, I could have bought Bitcoin then. Yeah, but you would have sold it. Don't, who you joking? Because you're not making money on it. Well, now if you buy TMX and just hold it in the exchange to make staking earnings on, you're going to be making money on that the whole time you're holding it. Like this is a brilliant project. This can't be any better. And I wish I would have known about this back when GMX launched. I would have been wearing GMX shirts, not even knowing anything about the ownership, and nobody even knows who they are. So that's what is so important here. And the opportunity is to buy these tokens now before they even get listed on any exchanges, period, any exchanges. And with that, you'll be able to stake the token in TMX exchange. You'll be able to stake in other exchanges too. Don't get me wrong. Jake's talked about that. But overall goal is to have it in our exchange, all of our exchanges. We're all governance team. We all make choices here. This isn't ran by one person. This is ran by a community. So you hold the token, you make passive income from it. You roll that passive income either into more tokens or into the liquidity part, and you get paid even more. So with that, like I said, you're, staking TMX tokens, holders can share, in the profit of generating the fees. Liquidity providers, you can add Ethereum, Bitcoin, stable coins to be a Tribe liquidity provider pool, like the liquidity pool, basically, to earn trading fees as well. So, and then to kind of go into some things too, like you don't need a KYC here. There's no restrictions. This is completely decentralized. When they make it centralized, that's when you got to put your driver's license up. You got to take pictures. They're going to send a 1099 to you. Then you got to submit it to your government. Well, here, this is all decentralized. Literally, the market is moving over here. So in 2020, it went from $1 billion in 2020 to over $70 billion in 2023. Now we're over $10 billion traded in decentralized exchanges daily, right? Imagine where we'll be in 2027, 2028, when more of the world understands about, hey, I don't want the government to know what I have, or I don't want the government in my pockets. How do I make money with crypto and keep it in my own pockets? Well, here you go. Welcome to TMX, right? Now, this is a little bit on the tokenomics. I'm not going to go too much in here, but staking rewards. 40% of the tokenomics are going to go, or the TMX token, go to the people that are staking their tokens, like as incentives. Like, here's some extra TMX tokens. Thank you for staking. Liquidity mining rewards, same thing. 5% of the TMX tokens will go to them over time. Private investors, that's the private sale. So you got all these different things, ecosystem, core contributors. It's going to be really hard to get the token. If you didn't buy it in the private sale or in the public sale right now, you have to stake, you have to add liquidity, you'll have to trade to get the token. Or if someone else wants the token, they have to buy yours. And that's what Jake has talked about over time was, people are like, how do I get the token? Well, they're going to buy yours. That's what they're going to do. So let's go to the TGE page. So right now we have a page. This page right here, we have a private sale page. We have a TGE page. Private seed page, sorry, is over with. TGE, we're here for like another week to 2 weeks. I don't know, the end of June. It'll be down here. What's it say? 13 days, 2 weeks. Cool. Call it. So with this, it's a smart contract. You're going to attach your wallet, your MetaMask wallet right here. You're going to go right to your MetaMask wallet. You're going to see what you got in there and it'll tell you what you got in there. I don't know. I need to reset it because there's obviously money in there. You can see there's zero point 0.1. But you got your MetaMask, you got your Trust wallet, you got some other wallets that have the dApps in there as well. So you just put in the link, make sure you get a referral code, and then you send that to the people you care about. Or you can just send them the tge.tribe-dex.com and they can buy it without it. It's public. Nobody has to have a link here to buy. But if you want to get a referral, set up a referral code. Get me a wallet address and we'll get that to you, right? And I'll show you that in a second. So it all goes here and it just holds this. All right. When we do the launch, you're actually going to take this contract address and you're going to import it into your wallet. And that's where your tokens are going to be, right? Right here. This is not anything you send to. This is nothing. This is where you import it to your wallet when it's on the blockchain. That's where all this money in these smart contracts and the private seed and the TGE are going to be moved to those people's wallets. Some will be able to sell because they'll be the TGE tokens. Some will be locked in there because they were the private seed phase, and those you stake on the TMX exchange and you're going to earn passive income from it. And the lock period will lock their tokens for a certain amount of time. Don't know exactly. I think 6 months. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. I just speculating on that one. Waiting to talk to Jake on that for sure. So once you get it attached, you see deposit. You can go right here. The minimum to deposit is 0.05. You can see I have 0.1. So if I want, I can come here 0.05. Right? You want to leave a little bit for gas fees. Sorry, I clicked a button. 0.05. You're going to click deposit. You make sure the referral code says success code. You're going to confirm. And there you go. I just increased my amount. You can come down to Telegram. You can go into here and see, bang, we got a little bot that tracks that smart contract and lets people know. Big buy, some TMX, go in there, throw some things down. Another part too, if you got this little smiley face thing on your Telegram and you go to stickers, you can add some cool stickers, right? And if you don't, you click on the sticker, double click on it, and you'll just say, add to favorites. Add those stickers to your favorites. So they're on your sticker page thing. Inside of our Telegram, we got how to invest. You can come up here. There's a video right here, me showing you. Here's a video of David and me showing you. Watch those videos, teach how to do it. You can report the scammers. They're everywhere. Don't talk to anybody on Telegram. Always talk to them live and face to face, or talk to them inside of the chat. That's it. You're going to get a bunch of messages. I mean, look, archives. Got all these people are just scammers just trying to talk to me. Like none of them are real. Can we discuss the cost of promotion? Like, I don't even know you, man. So I don't want to talk to you. Trading setups, people posting about trading, Zoom replays. Tim drops these Zoom replays like crazy. German community. I don't know what they're talking about in there, but I bet it's cool. Marketing. This is some cool stuff. We talk about marketing, talk about different things to post, like, hey, you can earn referrals. Crypto news. Buddy James is really good at posting all the news right when it comes out. So is Jerry. Merch store. We got a merch store as well. Report issues. Never really seen any issues. This person wasn't connected. So, I mean, that was the only issue there, but, pretty cool on that part. So you saw me purchase. Here's our page. That's my balance. Here's our total pool balance. We're only raising 485. If we get there, awesome. If we don't, okay, it doesn't hurt anything. White papers, you click this, download it, read all 48 pages, have fun. I think there's a new updated one coming. From what I purchased right here, you will see we are estimated price per, here's my potential allocation of what's coming to me. This will go down as more people purchase. Doesn't say anything about a balance right now. And here's the affiliate part. I've referred 117 Ethereum. Potential bonus is more than the 2 Ethereum that I have in there. I've been putting as much money as I can in the private and now putting it into the public. If I had more money, I'd add it. My wife's going to kill me. So, keep adding money to TMX. Like, where's your money? I don't know, babe. Hold on. This is going to change our lives. I know that. So this is the claimable that I've made already. from just referring people. So I mean, the token hits $10, that's $48,000 right there, and just money that I've referred here. I'm just helping people be a part of an opportunity that's actually real and won't go anywhere, our lifetime. This is the way to invest into crypto to earn passive income. So it's a first come, first served basis with the TGE. If someone went right now and deposited the rest of this, it's over. It's done. You never know. Out of nowhere, you can see 20, 30, 50 Ethereum's getting dropped in this thing. So, the besides that, total supply of this is 2.5%, which is equivalent to 500,000 TMX tokens that is paired to the 485 Ethereum. So if we reach all that, the price per Ethereum would be this much. Okay. Once TMX launches, we're not paired to Ethereum anymore. Jake's already got the confirmation, the thumbs up from the market makers that have the money to provide the liquidity to every exchange to keep our token the same price. And then as it pumps, right? So with that, I mean, I'm not trying to be hypey or anything, but this is ground floor level. I've never seen an opportunity like this that could potentially, you know, basically change anybody's life for the better, and to know that you're in the right spot, that nothing can happen. You have complete control of it, and you're a part of an exchange, right? Now to sidetrack really quick, and I'll get back on that, but here's the apparel store. So my favorite is not the t-shirt with sleeves. Obviously, I got the bro tank on. That's what I like because it's so hot where I'm at. But the t-shirt's great, sweatshirt's good, coffee cups, beer mugs, all different things. Tank tops, you can see sweatshirts. So we got more coming. We might actually even hire a team to kind of make this a lot cooler, So we're looking at that. What else? I think that's literally it on that aspect of it. But yeah, I had one more thing I wanted to talk about, and that was so man, I got sidetracked there for a second. But it is about, oh man, what was it? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember where I'd lost my train of thought. But with what we have is an actual exchange, right? I've been in lots of conversations with people, and I'm sure you guys will see on social media the amount of people that have been liquidated the last 24 hours, right? This is something that you got to understand. I talk to people that have traded crypto and people that have been in crypto for years, and they don't understand it. What do you mean liquidated? Where does that go? Well, it goes to the exchange. When this market moves that crazy, we're on the market side. We're not in the trading game anymore. We bring trading for those traders to trade, but everybody here, we are a part of an exchange. We want Trump to go and say some random crazy crap on social media, because then the market moves and people get liquidated. What happens is instantly get liquidated. The fees they pay out every 24 hours to anybody that has tokens staked or liquidity staked, right? Well, that extra amount of money that they lost from that trade goes to the exchange, which then brings on more traders can come in and use the exchange. More liquidity, more traders, more fees. Like I was saying, and like Jake has taught me, he's like, over a year span, 12 months, only 90% of leverage trading traders are successful. He's like, that's sorry, the other way around on what I just said. Only 2% are successful, 98% are unsuccessful. So sorry, I said that wrong. Rewind that and think of what I just said. So 98% of traders lose their money. 2% are actually successful over 12 months. In a month, Jake's like, it's still high. 95% of them lose their money in a month. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, that's why we want a leverage trading exchange, because it's going to make everybody very happy because you're on the market side. Now, when you see those things, people getting liquidated, people losing their money in trading accounts, well, you're on the good end of that. When you see crazy economic stuff posted and you're like, wow, the market's moving everywhere. How many people know somebody that has a 401k or has money in stocks? They're freaking out all the time. Well, now you're like, I can't. Every time they freak out, you're like, cool, let me check on how the exchange is doing. Wow, we just went up $20 million in liquidity. Great, more traders are coming on. Like it just gives us more ability to have more people come in and use it, which then brings the token up, So it's kind of crazy how this works, but it's literally gonna be like there's no more stress, because me and Tim and David, and I remember even, James all the time when there are big movements like that, first thing we're writing is, hey Jake, are you okay over there? How's the trading going? Are you in trades? And he's like, yeah, I hit some stop losses or, no trades right now and, still okay. Didn't get liquidated, because there was about, what was it, 3 months into Trade Tribe, our trading platform. The market dropped like from 74,000, I think, to like 49,000. That's a big drop. And I think it was less than a day that happened. So Jake took some losses. He had to recover. He did. He paid us, not the right percentage, but he still paid us, never stopped paying us. So that's what I wanted everybody to really know is you're on the other side. You have access completely to your money. You don't have to give any information on your KYC. And then come down the road, we show a fantastically successful platform. And Jake's already been in tons of conversations with Visa card providers. Well, they want to provide us a card to use. Well, you know what that means? You attach the card to TMX to your wallet. You just give it a shipping address. You can give them your neighbor's shipping address. Ship it there. Pick it up. You don't even want to give your address. There's no facial thing, no driver's license, no passport. You'll be able to use that card anywhere Visa's accepted. ATMs, I know ATM takes Visa. You go swap your money out anywhere like that or use Visa anywhere. So you don't have, it helps you off ramp crypto so much easier without the government having any information what's going on. You're not going to get any 1099s. That's what you can do with your crypto right there. So we show a successful platform, successful exchange. We will be the only one on the Arbitrum One network, Jake said, with a Visa card. So everybody from GMX, Jake knows these guys. He reaches out and says, we got the Visa card. I don't even care if they use our exchange. They have to come to TMX. They have to buy some TMX to get the card, which then increases utility of our token, increases the price of our token. They have to hold the TMX to be able to use the card. Well, everybody here, you already got TMX. You're not selling it. You're going to take a little bit of that. You're going to buy the card. You're still holding it. All the new people are coming in. They have to buy the TMX. Well, you have to sell a little bit of TMX for them to buy it. Well, that just increases utility. So there's been 700,000 accounts made on GMX. So anybody that has crypto that's a part of there, that's a trader, wants to spend their money in that network because you don't want to swap it out of the network because it's going to cost you like 30 bucks, cost you like $100 to swap to crypto. How many times have people bought crypto on Cash App? You swapped it to Bitcoin and you got to sell it to Ethereum and you're like, crap, I just took $200 down to 130. Well, they want to keep it in that network, move it over to TMX and use the card. So the future is bright. We are not going anywhere. There's nothing that's going to attack this. The exchange is completely paid for. Everything is done. We're already pre-listed. Like we already got the thumbs up, everything to get listed on weeks, like Jake's explained, 15 billion in trading volume daily. That's insane. Put our token there. We launched the token, we launched the exchange. Everybody's going to get news about it. And then we just go from there. So I took up a lot of time, but I tried to go over as much as I possibly could and show you guys everything. I mean, this might be a good Zoom to use the replay to send to people and then to invite those people to Mondays and Wednesdays because we do giveaways. Jake's literally giving away $500 a day on Mondays and Wednesdays of Ethereum. My buddy Anwar from Mexico City won $250. He was so excited. Point one Ethereum. And he's like, what do I do? And I'm like, you put it into TMX. So he bought some TMX tokens yesterday. He was so happy. He wanted to buy more, but now he did. So invite people to that. We're doing giveaways. Those people get your referral link from you, set it up, and just go there. So, I mean, that's all I got. And I hope this helps shed some lights. I see a couple questions. No questions. Tim dropping those links. Copy those links, save those links, get those things out. Put us in group messages, guys. Don't try to explain this. Set up a Zoom with me and whoever you want to talk to about it. I can add Jake in too, and Jake can really go over it. And when they'll be like, oh, wow, okay, this is a lot bigger than what I thought. And it is. This is a lot bigger. So thanks, guys, for being on. Tim, I'll let you go ahead and close it. You and David, I'm, I'm really excited, as you can tell.
This
So
presentation, this one was great, Brian. You just actually provide all details, all what we have, just like was brilliant. Yeah, just like I'm gonna pass to Dave. Maybe Dave want to add something, and I'm gonna just like provide some more information. Yeah, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was amazing, Brian. I mean, well said. You covered everything. All I heard throughout this entire Zoom is just golden nuggets and just a lot of value. Brian covered everything, the Visa card, and basically he just painted the picture, giving the value. Just imagine, where we're at right now, where we're going to be in the next 60, 90 days from now. That's why right now we have 14 days left, guys. Invite, invite, invite. Buy more TMX as much as you can, because there's not going to be another time like this in history, at least maybe in my lifetime, maybe not in your lifetime, but we've seen it happen before. And if you've seen it happen before, like I have, you got to know that there's a sense of urgency right now that you want to share with other people that you care about, and also just buy and accumulate as much as you can yourself. I'll send it back to you, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. And also, guys, what I can suggest for tomorrow, just like invite more friends, invite more people, because once we launch the TMX, so we also we're gonna have the affiliate, yeah, like inside the decentralized, and just basically those people who are gonna be, for example, tomorrow with you on the Zoom. So maybe one of them will gonna get the giveaway. They basically can be the winner, and just after the TMX launch, they also can join you, yeah, like, and they just will gonna use it. Maybe they will gonna use the card. It's also gonna be some affiliate program right there. So that's basically the strategically for the long term, like for the long term vision. Yeah. So like if that people gonna join you, so like you can be partners for the long period of the time. So like don't miss our webinar for tomorrow, because it's gonna be live trading, and plus guys, $500 giveaway. And of course for Thursday we're gonna have another presentation for the 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So Brian did a great job today, guys. So we're gonna post the recording once it converted. So thanks, Brian, once again, and see you guys.
Bye, guys.